The truth behind Filipinos choosing to work overseas. Mabuhay! Welcome to our channel. The Philippine economic scenario is lamentable, especially for its workers. Minimum wage earners, the bulk of the labor force, struggle daily to lift their families past the poverty threshold. There are about 26 million Filipinos, or 25% of the population, who are considered poor. They live in a constant hand-to-mouth situation. In contrast, only 1% of families in the country belong to the rich category, while 9% are in the middle-class segment. The distribution of wealth is skewed towards the low-income and partly low-middle-class segments, which account for about 60% of the population. Here are the main 3 reasons why most Filipinos prefer to go work overseas. Number 1. Employment issues in the Philippines. The labor situation in the Philippines for workers in all occupations is always tight. Job opportunities are wanting. There was 5.2% unemployment in early 2019. With limited vacancies, a single job opening attracts scores if not hundreds of job applicants. Only the cream of the crop gets the coveted job position. While the government implements some plans to remedy the unemployment situation, 2.2 million Filipinos remain unemployed. The solutions are always too late, too little. Once an applicant gets the job, he struggle with the little remuneration. The workers' wages in all job levels are pathetic. Comparing them with wages for similar jobs in other countries, they are only a small fraction. Unless you are in a high managerial level job in a large company, your wages sometimes cannot even allow for your family's food expense needs. Having insufficient or just enough income for food means having to forego with all other less necessary family needs such as clothing, housing, utilities, healthcare, and even children's education. Such is the normal case with families of minimum wage and low-income earners. Number 2. Growing family needs. Most workers' ultimate work goal is to earn enough for their family's needs. With employment, this can only be achieved with a rapid professional advancement that carries with it significant wage increases. Unfortunately, growth opportunities are very limited. Your professional growth potential is restricted by the scarcity of jobs in large and profitable companies. You will also have to contend with qualified senior colleagues ahead of you who have had more years of contributions in your organization. With low wages, you will have to put aside your family's healthcare in favor of food and maybe including house rental and education for your children. When health is neglected, there is bound to have concerns with ill health and sickness within your family at any point in time. You are in for a lot of problems when you have no medical health insurance or funds for medical expense. Number 3. Low quality of life in the Philippines. Aside from the bleak economic landscape, the Philippines also has its peace and order concerns. Compared with most of the other countries, there is a lower level of peace. Index crimes and incidents of violence are relatively higher than other nations. Even with the corrective and improvement actions being done by the government, the described scenarios account for lower quality of life overall in the Philippines, especially as we consider its position with respect to other countries. A widely accepted ranking of countries in terms of economic and human development is the Human Development Index, or HDI, that factors in a nation's income per capita, the people's knowledge level, and lifespan and health. Under this HDI classification, the Philippines is grouped among developing countries with medium human development. It is well below 112 other highly developed and developed countries that are considered as having very high human development and high development, respectively. There are 112 countries where their people have a higher quality of life than Filipinos. These are the countries OFWs prefer to work in. Now that we have seen the main reasons why Filipinos go work overseas, let us have a look at the advantages of migrating and becoming an OFW. Number 1. Higher wages and financial security. The advantages of deciding to work overseas and being an OFW are overwhelming. Higher wages and better benefits top the list. Destination countries of OFWs are most certainly more developed. They have very low unemployment. Their higher gross national income per capita, which means that their people generally earn more. Higher wages as an OFW can let you save for your future needs. Even when you knew the value of saving before, you may not have been able to do it as your take-home pay then just met basic subsistence needs. As an OFW, you can now allocate a significant portion of your earnings for savings and even investments. Your accumulated savings may let you go into business in the future, which will create non-employment income, a hedge even when you stop to work due to illness and other emergencies. Most importantly, your savings can fulfill your dreams of owning a house, children's higher education, car, travels, and whatever other items in your list. You will build a more secure future for your family with your savings and economic stability. Number 2. Professional and personal growth. The abundance of available employment catalyzes the worker's professional growth and advancement. You can achieve both professional and personal growth from your overseas work. You have better chances of getting your desired job for which you are qualified, from the many jobs available. You learn new skills and technology, which will make you more marketable in that country and even more in the Philippines. Your work in that country could be your stepping stone to more rewarding jobs and opportunities in more advanced countries. Your rich experience in a foreign country and culture will create a more well-rounded individual in you. Your world will expand beyond the horizons of your country. You will truly appreciate a different culture and be more understanding and forbearing. You will have a more positive outlook of things and situations. Your human skills will improve with your technical skills. You will be a better person overall. Number 3. Overall well-being. People are also more educated and have longer and healthier life. There is generally a higher level of peace in those countries. Poverty-related crimes are almost unheard of. These conditions result in a higher quality of life for the country's citizens and residents. As you choose to work overseas, you are covered by health and medical insurance. With your better pay, you could afford to provide the same high-quality healthcare your family needs. Number 4. The chance to settle down. The chance to settle down and become citizens of the foreign country is available to you as an OFW initially. You can opt to work for a long period of time and settle down in the foreign country. If you can meet the requirements for permanent residency or citizenship, you can aim to get it. When you are successful, you earn your rewards, job stability, high-paying job, living in an economically progressive and peaceful country and enjoying the full benefits and privileges of being citizens with your family. Not everybody gets to have that chance. By now, you are excited about working overseas. But hold on a little. It is not all a bed of roses. There are a few sacrifices you have to make as an OFW. Like most good things, being an OFW will have a trade-off. In exchange for the potential to improve your family's living condition, you will face inconvenience and problems. Number 1. Homesick and missing family. Leaving your family behind while you work abroad could be the most difficult. But, if you prepare yourself and your family members for your temporary absence, you will be in a good position. You have to do your role as a parent to your children, a spouse to your partner, or as a child to your parents. Regular and frequent communication is important to connect to your family members and avoid loneliness. Number 2. A brand new world. You cannot escape your responsibility to adapt to the different culture of your host country. It is incumbent upon you to learn their language, laws, customs and habits. A new language will be added to your credentials. More opportunities will open up for you when you learn to live as the local people do. You will meet new friends and widen your network, which is useful when you need help in a foreign country. Number 3. Horrible working conditions. Certainly not the least among the potential problems you may experience is ill treatment from employers. Household service workers are most prone to these types of unwanted experience, which can sometimes be traumatic. Friends, fellow Filipinos especially, and the Philippine Foreign Office can help you when in this situation. If you like the video, please subscribe to our channel, like and share the video. Click the notification button to get notifications for future upload. Join us on Facebook, Instagram and other social media. Links in the description box below. Salamat.